So I'm having issues with the phone. Every time I turn on the live stream, the screen is not coming up. There's nothing coming up on the stream. There's nothing coming up on the stream. And there's no chat coming up on the stream. Oh yeah, it's finally coming up now. Oh my Lord, bro. God have mercy. Alright guys, so we are in boss. So much time I forgot to scream. Yeah, I mean, you know, damn. So let's try to start all over again, guys. Sometimes, I'm rusty, innit? I'm rusty in the game, you know what I'm saying? We was having quite a good conversation. Before. Let's carry on the conversation, then we're gonna go for a walk. If it doesn't get too hot. Or it might get too hot. Should I just keep moving? Let's pump it through. Okay, let's try and pump it through. Jay Smith, big up, man. Long time, man. Long time, Jay Smith. Long time. Well, I've been living that bloody market stall lifestyle, man. You know what it's like on the markets, man. Early mornings, you know what I mean? And, you know, you got to go to bed early. All right. No, okay. Yeah, you got to go to bed early. You know what I mean? So I had no time to live stream. But today I was determined to come out to Skegness and have a little live stream and have a little touch base with a few people because yeah, who's going I heard about that road trip. I heard about it, the road trip. I haven't heard the full details. You guys keep me in the limbo. Yeah. I don't know about a road trip in America. It'd be good, but not for me. It'd be good for them. I think I'll wait till Thailand, buck up people. And it seems expensive. Anything to do with America or England streaming, it's got to be expensive. So. My man Shortbread, if you got a criminal record, you can still go to America, but I haven't got a criminal record. I've got no criminal record. Yeah. You don't miss the early mornings. Well, you understand about the early mornings and how it catches up with you and how, you know. How it catches up with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been doing it, Jay Smith, for 9 months. I like it. I enjoy it. It's given me a new lease of life. Yeah, it's given me an income, so I'm not complaining. I'm not going to be rich. If you know anything about market trading, you don't become rich, but it's just okay. It's just okay. I ain't complaining. You ain't gonna become rich off market trading. It's very difficult with the margins, you know. But I see you there, my man, Sausage Dog. Good to see you there, bro. Long time no see. Guys, I'm a bit rusty of my live stream inside the game, so bear with me please. I'm trying to get it all together. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't live streamed for 9 months, I think, or a long time. I haven't done IRL or anything, so I'm a little bit rusty. Let me get it together. Good to see you there, Sausage Dog, one of the great and amazing people of these live streaming channels. Let me get myself together and then we're gonna have a chat. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. We're about to go in today. Yeah, so like I was saying, so yeah, you know, a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and I'm doing what I got to do. I got to wake up, I got to get up, I got to show up, I got to fix up, I got to start the store. I still ain't got staff yet, you know, and so I'm working on bootstrapping it by myself, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, give thanks. I've done some, I've been doing some good early mornings. It is proper work, you know, I put the work in, and you know, it is what it is. Hard work is hard work, and dedication is dedication. So I've been dedicated, I've been focused, and I'm just trying my best to keep it together, you know what I'm saying? So Fit for profits, I see that, fit for profits. Those streets are empty. Oh, I mean, you know, no. The boss lady from the window, Carolina car stuff. Yeah. No, market trading is good, man. Market trading is good. It's not as good as it's not as good as it was back in the day. Don't get it twisted. It's not as good as that, but you know, you still can make it happen. You know, I had a brilliant day yesterday. I had a brilliant day yesterday. I was just what it was, right? I'll tell you the story. I was doing my market store. But what it is, I've just introduced my automatic watches. So my automatic watches are on board, and I've just got my first batch in. So I'm really excited about it. And I was in Chesterfield yesterday. I had a really great time, and you know, I had a really good support, and you know, I touched over £500 yesterday, and that was one of my best days I've ever really had in market trading. So you know, it's not that it's dead. You just gotta you gotta know what you're doing in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? So I've been getting blessings. You know what I'm saying? Blessings on top of blessings. But the thing about market trading is that you have to wake up early, your early mornings, and you have to focus. You have to. The hardest part is waking up 2-3 o'clock in the morning to go to work, especially on a Sunday or even on a Thursday. You know, it's not easy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was a market. Yeah, car boot market. Yeah, that's a good turnover. It's a good. It don't happen all the time, but you know, it happened that day. I was very grateful for that. You know what I mean? Because it could have worse, but you know what I'm saying. And I just paid out for some new stock for my whole travel sports watch. I just ordered some, so I was grateful for that. You know. So you know, like I said, you're right. It's not like it can't happen in the market. So it can happen. You could do quite good. You know what I mean? You can earn a living. You're not going to become rich, but you can earn a living. Market trader used to be able to decent save enough money to get deposited together the first house, also nearly 30 years ago. Yeah, Jay Smith, the market stores are nowhere it used to be 30 years ago. There's nowhere it used to be. Trust me, it's a shadow of what it used to be. Trust me, it's a shadow now of what it used to be. Market stores used to be able to make money big money. These days, to make big money in market stores or to make a decent amount of money, you have to be a little bit special, I suppose. You have to have some special stock. I mean, I think I've got special stock. I think I've got some dynamic stock. I think, yeah, look at this car, guys, looking wonderful, man. It's a lovely car, man. I like that. M2 WPDD. I like that, bro. I like to see a live stream of. I've got one of the automatic watches on. I will do something quickly, but yeah, that's a nice ride. Look at the rims, man. Rims with dime pieces. It's a nice ride, man. I gotta go where it's up trees. Okay. So let's spin the camera. Yeah, so it's a shadow of what it used to be. And it's not like it used to be. It's really hard work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's really hard work. Doing live streaming and getting up in the morning and working hard. But listen, a man's got to do, this is the life I chose. I chose to do this life. I'm doing it. I've got a job, guys. I've got a job to do. I'm doing my job. You know, I'm paying my bills. I'm not going to become rich. If I do this wholesale business, I can make some good money. But I have to get the wholesale business. It's just like I've been doing 9 months of hard work and bootstrapping everything myself. I can't do everything. I only could do the best that I could do. You know what I mean? So I'm trying my best I could do, and money is tighter than a nuts crack, but still, I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? But hey, going big on the sunglasses for the summer. Yeah, Jay Smith, I bought 200 sunglasses. They started off well. It's like I bought it, Jay Smith. I bought 200 sunglasses, and they started off really well. And then it just died off a little bit. So what I did, I had to drop the price, and they're picking back up again. But I think what it was, I bought a batch of sunglasses, and one of them, they were really good in the beginning, and then after they just died off, like some good ones, and then they had some shit ones. So I probably got some shit ones now. So what I'll do is just sell off the other ones cheap, because I made my money from the first batch, and then I'll restock again. And you know, but yeah, the sunglasses do quite good, because the thing about the sunglasses, this one, they're fast tick over, turnover stock. So for example, I bought, I paid 65p each for the sunglasses, and I was selling them for £5. So, but the thing about it is, like, because it's a fast tick over product. People buy 2, 3. You can sell bloody 50 to 100 in one day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You can sell 20, 30 easy sunglasses in one day. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good product. It's a good little turn, good little number. My stock at the moment is this. So my stock is watches, perfumes, and sunglasses. That's my main stock at the moment. So yeah, watches are there, the sunglasses are trying. I'm trying everything, I'm trying my best, and I gotta keep within budget at the same time. So I'm doing alright, okay. So the sunglasses. So you have to keep switching stock. When you're a market trader, you have to keep switching stock for different seasons, for different ways. See, like the makeup way where thing just went all the way downhill. So I've stopped the makeup now. Maybe it was a winter thing. Started the sunglasses. You know, when you're a trader, you have to come up with a bag of tricks on your sleeve, and it's all to do with spending. You know. So yeah, so like I was saying. So somebody did ask a question about going to Thailand. Guys, I only can go to Thailand for 1 month. I can't afford to go to Thailand for no longer. The reason is, I have to pay for my rent out of my business. I have to pay for my food. I have to pay living, everything, my car, everything out of my business. I see you there. Would you be interested in selling those watches wholesale to the US market profits? Yeah. I did speak to Kelly Codwell if he wants to do it. Kelly Codwell can do it. He could do exactly what I do. Yeah? They have car boots and markets in America. I said I'll send him all the stuff and he could do it. But he has to understand that. You have to understand that he has to wake up. He has to you have to want to do it. You can't mess about because it's really hard work. So you got to understand that you got to wake up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You got to get to your destination. You got to get your stall up. You got to get set up. So I put the offer to Kelly Codwell if he wants to. I'll send him a whole bunch of stuff and he can get straight in. You know, if he's still out there, if you want to do it, you know, I'll do it. And you know, I could be his supplier, and then he just keeps buying it from me and supplying, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you never know. He might want to do that. He might want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll have to pay up front. You'll have to pay something. You'll have to pay up front. I won't pay. I'm a wholesaler. I won't do it in another way. You'll have to pay something up front. Otherwise, I don't. Because the thing about it, when you give people things free, it's harder for them to get motivated. But when they pay, they realize, well, I pay for this shit. I gotta do it. No, I'm saying he won't get a cut out of it. Is what it is. What I'll give him a duplicate. If he's out there, Kelly Codwell, I'll give him a duplicate of my whole store. A duplicate of my whole store. Give him a price range. Give him a price range of how much it will be. For example, I'll give you an example. I'll give him 10 watches, or say 20 watches. I'll give him, you know, 100 perfumes, and you know, maybe 50 sunglasses. And he has to pay me up front for that. Won't be that much, but you pay up front. And then every time he goes to the market, I'll teach him how to do the markets. Go to the market, set up, put his stuff on, and he sells. And if he sells, then every time he sells, if he runs out, I'll be his supplier. I'll supply him. That's all it is. Right, let's see what we got here, guys. We got a store here, clearance, skegness. So I don't do these perfumes. These perfumes are the small ones. They're the small ones for 150. Let's see this. This was cool. Nice little store. Oh, he's got the little pencil ones. 4 for £5, 1 for 150. They're the little pencil ones. I won't take it too much. He's got a little store here. Looking good. Looking good store. So yeah. So like I said, but you have to be, if he wants to do something like that, and he wants me to do it, if you're out there, Kelly Codwell, you have to really want to do it. Because if you speak to Jay Smith, or you speak to anybody who's done market trading, if you don't want to do it, you're just going to fumble. You're going to fumble your money. You're going to mess up your money and you got to go in, lock in, 100% all in. Everything else has to be put to the side and lock in. Like I've been locking in, guys, 5 days a week. Getting up 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, bang, 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 bang. Getting up, like on Thursday, to make that 500 quid, this is how it went. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I got on the road by 4 o'clock in the morning. I got to my destination at 6 o'clock in the morning. Started setting up, worked all day till 4 o'clock in the evening, and then drove home, and I didn't get back home till about 8 o'clock at night. So that's like how much hour shift is that? 17-hour shift. You know what I mean? It paid off in the end, you know what I mean? But that's heavy going, you know what I'm saying? That's heavy going. And I was up this morning, 3 o'clock, ready for work again, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to, you got to know, and you know, a lot of people which I work with, the hardest part is being a market trader, is getting out of the bed, in the morning, especially during the winter time. That's true. That's very true. But that is very true, Jay Smith. The hardest part of my market trade is not being on the market store, not having a store. It's getting up in the morning, getting out there, and especially when it's late. you know. So no, I mean, like I said, if Kelly Cotter, if you're out there and you really do want to do something, the offer is there. If he wants to do it, the offer is there. There's no forcing. The offer is there, and you know what I mean. And that goes for anybody in the UK who wants to do it too. Look at these sunglasses. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that, Jay Smith. Nice little setup there for the sunglasses. Yeah, he must sell a lot of sunglasses around here. £6 each, 2 for £10. Kids sunglasses, £5, £3. Look at that. £6 each. You see, I bought my sunglasses for 65p. You probably bought the same thing. Sell them for £6. Designer sunglasses. Yeah, so you know, you have to want to do it. You can't mess about. You can't mess about. And the thing about it for me is this: you don't know me. When I go into something, I lock in. I'll scratch my watch. Scratch my watch. I've got my Club Fillers Inc. automatic watch on here. I nearly scratch it on the bin, scraping bars on here. Can't scratch the Club Fillers Inc. automatic. Oh shit! Did I scratch it? No, I didn't scratch it. Fully automatic. Yeah, so you know, you can't. You got to lock straight in, man. You know what I mean? It's about, you know, not saying anybody could do it. Anybody in the chat can do it. In the summertime months, was doing 60 hours work a week. But then, as soon as the Christmas time up, it was all over to Thailand and Southeast Asia. Yeah, you know, I didn't manage to, Jay Smith, I didn't manage to get out to Thailand this year. I worked all the way through January. You know the funny thing about it? January was quite good, Jay Smith. January was quite good actually. February was terrible. March it picked up a little bit, and then it spiked about April. I think this is the peak season now to August. I think August is the peak season when the children off and things like that. So, you know. But I'm not, I haven't, you know, I've been really been focused, guys, and locked into my goals and my ambition. So I've been selling my watches. I sold 90 watches in 1 month, and I was quite proud of that. That was last month. I sold 90 watches. I'm quite proud of that. I've been doing 5 markets a week. You know, but it's still, if you know anything about it, it's like I'm not making a ton of money because I've got bills and I've got this and I've got that to pay for. But it's still paying the bills. I'm never going to become rich out of business. Sometimes I have a really great day. Sometimes I had a bad day. Today I had a bad day. Well, it wasn't a bad day, but it was just, guys, this is the new things was going in the dumplings. You see them dumplings are the new things, what's crazy, what's around. So I was thinking of buying some of them dumplings and selling them. Jay Smith, that's the new craze. Squeegee toys. They're selling like crazy. Vapes, not the vapes. I don't do vapes because vapes is dangerous. I see you there. So I'm good. I see you there, Emma Escapes. So I'm grinding, man. I'm grinding, guys. I'm grinding. But like I said, I'm never going to become rich. But you know, this is the life I chose. But anybody in the chat can do what I do. Anybody in the chat. Anybody can do it. I'm not doing nothing special to anybody else what they're doing. Yes, I have my own brand. It makes me feel good. I have my own watch. It makes me feel good. It puts clarity when I'm on the streets, so it doesn't feel like a car boot. Yes, the way, if you see the way my stall is set up, it's all crisp, set up like a crisp with my, you know, with my tablecloths and everything else. It looks crisp. It looks up to date. It looks clean. You understand? You know, I get compliments all the time. You know what I mean? But you know, I do have my own brand. It does make an edge when you got your own brand. When you got your own brand of watch, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, we got the Club Fillers Inc. watches. First of all, we got the travel sports watch. I think most of us seen that, and then we got the automatic watches. does make a difference, because when you open your pitch to people and say, hey, they say, oh, that's a nice watch. And you say, look, this is my own brand, and you tell them the story, you tell them your YouTube channel, you show them your card. It does make a difference. It makes you feel like, man, you're not really doing market trading or car boots. It feels like you're building a brand. You know what I mean? You're talking to a brand, you know, a brand owner. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it does make you feel better. You know what I mean? Would I still do it if it's just... Because you think about the logical sense of just car boots. You think, oh, guy just gets all this rubbish what he doesn't need, and he just sticks in a car boot, and then if he makes 20 quid, he makes his petrol money, he's lucky. Yeah, that still formula still happens a lot. But I'm not on that formula. I'm not that kind of way. It is that I'm doing it as a business, as I always do, like I was doing my YouTube channel. I do my YouTube channel as a business. So I lock in as a business. I'm not locking it in as a car boot, like to say, okay, just buy whatever scraps are in your house, just pick it up and throw it in a car boot. No, I'm doing it as a business and as a brand. So it's on a whole nother level. Another thing about it is that, you know, I'm doing it, you can pay by card on my store. That makes a heck of a lot of difference. Half of my sales yesterday was by card. You know what I mean? So, no, it's not a car boots brand. We built a brand. We built a whole, vapes make money, but vapes and trading standards will fuck you up, mess you up. Trading standards will mess you up. Let me tell you a story. The other day, trading standards came down to Hemswell Market. They all came rushing in, a whole bunch of them. You should have seen them. Everybody was scared. They came rushing in, and they raided a bunch of stores, vape stores and perfume stores, all these things. They didn't even look at my store. They didn't even look at my store. They already came to my store, looked, asked about the watches, see if there's any Rolexes or anything named. See, that's not name brand. I tell them my story that I made them. It's my own brand. I got the trademark. Bingo. They're not going to touch you. You understand? So, you know, like I said, I'm doing it on a whole nother level. There's other levels you can do it on. You can do it on a level where you could just be like a car boot, or you could do it as, I'm doing it as a business and a brand. And when you do it as a business, as a brand, and you do the right, you know, and I'm not trying to give you all the secrets, but if I tell you, pull it as a nice tablecloth, put down your nice stuff, do it as a business, make it nice, give the girl section with it, do the perfumes, do the archer, do the watches. You can get yourself up to a decent amount of money. You can get yourself up to £200, £300, £400, £500 for the day, which is decent money. But you have to work hard, focus, believe in yourself. You know, set up your store, go to the right place, get the right pictures, get the right place, smile at the right things. You're gonna get tested. I've been tested so many times in markets. I've been tested in markets. I tell you a story. You know, I was in a market, and this market manager not manager, he was just like a guy who set up the store, was just picking on me. You know what I mean? I just ignored him. And then he moved my spot from front Spencer spot to the back spot. And one day I came and he was like, oh, get to the back spot. With all his mates laughing. But I played it off. I played cool, I just stayed cool. And, you know, I played cool and I just ignored him all the time. You know, just basically just blatantly bullying me. Just tested your gangster, you know what I'm saying? But I played it off and just kept going to the back store, doing my still made sales, still did good. And you know, yesterday I went there, the last two times I've been, I ain't even seen that. I don't know if he got sacked, I don't know what happened, but I ain't even seen him. So you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get tested, but you don't mean you have to fall into people's traps. People will test you, people will push you. I always get tested, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you gotta understand, listen, you gotta choose between the two. It's either you're a gangster or you are a businessman. Well, you cannot choose both. Choose one, two different ball games. You're a gangster. If you want to go down a gangster road, be a gangster. Don't try and be what two. You can't learn about it in school, and you can't have a late start if you want to be a gangster. So I'm not a gangster. So when people are pushing me and saying, trying to get me into that zone of trying to say, no, you're this and that, I just ignore it. And we keep doing my store, put up my store. I do my thing, you understand? So, like I said, you know, you're gonna get tested, but it don't mean you have to rise above it and understand that you know, you're at your place of work. Some people are not gonna like you. Some people are gonna be jealous of you. You know, I'll tell you another story. I was in a store place, and I was doing my work. And what it is, I went to the wholesale market, and I was buying a whole bunch of stuff in the wholesale market, and I saw these mats, these rugs, little mats. I thought, that's cool. How much you want for that? He said he wanted, I think it was something silly like £3.50 a rug. He said he wanted the whole case for like 70 quid. I was like, oh, that's not bad. Okay, I could probably sell them and make some money from it, you know. Sell them 15 quid or something, 20 quid, make a tenner on it or something, you know what I mean? Sell a couple of, or sell 10 a day, that's a £1 in my pocket. Bought the rugs, took them back to the place, and where I was doing a marketplace, where I do the market, at one place you have to tell them everything was on your store. And I didn't even remember, but I didn't even tell them about the rugs. But there was another lady who does rugs. She came to my store. She's been watching my store.
Southend Massive Super Shattered £5. Honest hard work SOTG.
Big up Southend Massive coming through. I don't know if we've got the time in. Big up coming through. Peace out. Peace. Southend Massive coming through with the dono, dropping the 5 soldiers. Yeah, we're going to get back on board. We're going to get the new clicker going on. You know what I'm saying? Big up Southend Massive coming through with the 5 soldiers. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We're picking up until Gold came through with 20 soldiers earlier. And now he's coming through with 5 soldiers. Big up yourself. We're going to get back on the board, new clicker for the Thailand trip. 3 months of new clicker coming up. 3 months of hard work. But let me finish the story. Big up for that. I appreciate it.
All the way. Left 11. Red 1 and 7. 17. White 7 and 6.
So yeah, so the lady, I'll tell you this story. So the lady, she came up to my store, she looked at my rugs, she folded her hands with total mad, she was completely mad. She'd been watching my store for a little while, because everybody watches my store. I don't know, it's something about my store, man, everybody watches. They watch like, boy, crazy. They see the numbers, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing numbers out there. She come and fold up her store.
What colour would you like?
And she folded her hands. And you know what she did? She ran back to the boss and told the boss of the market store, Barry's doing rugs. Club Phillips is doing rugs. And they all ran up and said he's doing rugs. So I didn't think nothing of it, because I'm thinking, it's just a bloody bit of rug. Because like sometimes you have to tell them everything was on the store. I was on one store, one market store. And so one day I was just putting out my store, did all my store up, fixed up the store, and I usually put the rugs out at the end. So I putting my rugs out at the end. Boom, the boss came up like he was hiding in a corner. Come up and said, Barry, you're doing rugs. It's been taken to my attention that you've been doing rugs, you've been selling rugs. Coming like I was selling contraband or something. He said you've been doing rugs and it's not on your license to sell rugs. I was like, man, this is just little bathroom, little rugs, little small little rugs, little things like that, no big rugs. I was like, all right, cool, because I know I had to put it away. And he was like, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that, you have to put them away. So I put them away. I was pissed. I really wanted to have it out with that woman. Because I actually bought a rug from her. I know she sells rugs, but I had actually bought a rug from her and put it in my house. It's in my house. I'm really so close. People really want to bring you out your gangster. Test your gangster, man. talk about testing gangs. I wanted to confront that woman, you see. I said, how dare you come to my store and then run back to the boss and tell him that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I held my composure and it's all blown over now, you know what I mean? But I was completely humiliated. Someone would do that to me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's all them little things you get tested sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, jealousy. Yeah, you know it's jealousy. I know it's jealousy. Because I go in hard, you know what I'm saying? I'm going hard. I go hard in the field. And off the bat, let me tell you something, guys. I go hard in the field. Let me explain something to you about it. Let me give you a story. Big up all the guys in the chat if you're out there, big up. Let me tell you something. The shift on the street is like this. A lot of Eastern European people, because they live in houses with 4 or 5 different people and they work in the factory, they have a lot of disposable income. You understand? They have a lot more disposable income than me and you, because me and you live a different lifestyle to them. They get 5 people in a house and they just, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of the Eastern European guys think I'm cool. They think I'm cool. They call me brother. They think I'm cool and they buy from me like a mother. And that's why I can't give up boss and market. They buy from me like a mother. They think it's cool to buy from me, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of them will come to my store. They buy watches, they buy sunglasses, they buy this, you know what I'm saying? They buy perfumes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them come to my store, and the women as well. The women, oh my gosh. Ah man, when I cornered, remember we were cornering the Eastern European market. Man, I cornered that Eastern European women market like crazy. Crazy. So there's a lot of jealousy, and the market is small in Boston. There's, you know, people, when you're selling rugs, how many rugs are people going to buy? How many times they're going to sell rugs? So this woman, she come out to my store, seeing my, you know, queue on my store and seeing my store big. But I thought that was kind of disgusting. I really wanted to have it, but it took everything out of me to say, Barry, you're a businessman, don't bother it, just leave it. I'm not going to argue with a woman anyway. But, you know, I really wanted to have it out with her and tell her about herself. Tell her, man, you know, I'm down here working hard, and you go and tell the boss. You could have just came to me and told me, hey, Barry, I'm doing rugs. I know it's not right, but you could have said something, you know what I'm saying? I would have just said, oh, I forget it. You know, I'll go do the rug somewhere else. You go and tell the boss and get me in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, I even said back to the boss, I said, boss, I know you're cool. The guy who runs the manager. I said, I know you're cool, but you need to tell these. I feel like I'm in school, like I'm getting school bullied. You know what I'm saying? I feel, these people, like, every day they come up to my store, watching my store. They watch my store, they run back to you, telling you all these kind of things. What kind of what kind of, you're running to my store, you're running over to the boss, I feel like I'm getting bullied in school, you know what I'm saying? I said, you need to tell them to chill, man, and go concentrate on their store. The reason why they're not getting sales, because they're not concentrating on their store, they're concentrating on everything else that's going on around them. I told him straight, I didn't care. I said, you want to tell them, you know, they need to concentrate on their store. And another thing you need to tell them is start learning how to respect everybody on the street. Don't underestimate nobody, no matter how big or small, no matter how dirty, no matter what they look like. Don't underestimate. Don't underestimate foreigners. Don't underestimate nobody when it comes to making money. You know, and he was like, that boss was like, oh, it's cool, okay, cool, Barry, cool, I understand. Because he knows, you understand, he knows my power, I'm going in, you understand? But yeah, so like I was saying, the point I'm trying to make is that you're going to get tested, but I still kept my cool. I still kept my cool, I've kept my cool. That time I kept my cool many times, you understand? Just keep the cool and just chill, you understand? And I understand you, like I said, it's either you're a businessman or you're a gangster. I'm not a gangster, I'm a businessman. So, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, when it comes to anybody in this anybody can do market trading. Anybody can build a brand. Anybody can. You don't have to be watches, it can be t-shirts. Anybody can build it. But it's if you want to do it. You have to want to do it. Anybody can do live streaming. You just got to turn on your live stream and that's it. But you got to want to do it more. You know what I'm saying? So all these things that I do, you know what I mean, where when I'm on the street or I'm out in the market, people think it's amazing. First of all, they don't believe it. I say to them, look, I built this watch myself with my own brand. They don't believe it. Second, I say to them, okay, I tell you don't believe me. Look at the back of the watch. You see that face? That's mine. They're like, like freaking out, no way. They're like, no way. You know, it's like it's a major thing. Like I said to you, you know what I'm saying? I want to do that. That's what I wanted to do. I want to be an owner. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be my own boss. I desire to be that. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, it happens a lot there, shortbread. You know, I just keep myself to myself, you know what I'm saying? I just keep myself to myself. I don't get myself involved with back and forth. But I try to keep the peace, you know what I mean? Most are cool, but, you know, like I said, you're going to get a bar of jealousy anyway, because, like I said, I'm popping, bro. I'm popping. My store's popping, mate. I ain't going to lie to you, it's popping. If you don't like one thing on my store, it's going to be another. If you don't like another thing, my store's popping, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've had guy, I can tell you another thing what happened to me. I was in another market called the Hemsville Market. And this guy, I always got my pitch there at a certain spot. This guy who's got his bloody wood, not this wood guy, not the one next to me, this other guy came over, his friend, came, one day I came about a little bit late, about 5:30 in the morning, like 5:30 is late to get to a market. And this guy took up half his pitch on mine, he put half of his store on my pitch. So I was like, how am I gonna set up my store when half of it's there, half of your store's there? He didn't want to move. He's like, oh, I thought you weren't going to come because you came late. That was only like 5:30 in the morning. Imagine, 5:30 is late. You know what I'm saying? So I was pissed off. You know what I mean? And what it was, so I set up anyway. I mean, he weren't going to move. So what it was, I was working. And every time I was running to work and I was running to get my customers, we were running over to his store was so close to mine, they thought it was his store. So they were buying sunglasses and they were giving him the money and he was giving it to me. I said, you see what I'm saying? Now you got to give me the money because you're so close to me. Now they think it's your store, you understand? And then he started to get spillover and he said it was the best day he's ever had in the market, the day when he was close to me. Then he wanted to come the next week and do it again. I said to him, nah, you know, I went to the boss and said, tell you what, boss, you know what? I'll pay for 2 spots. I'll pay for 2 spots. I said, I'm going to take 2 stools in the same spot. You understand? And you know what the guy did? He stopped speaking to me now. I was like, yeah, I was like this guy, you know, I said to myself, you know, I've been working from October to build up all this to get to the peak season. You just come along and want to take off my spot and my customer. I said, fuck that. I'm going to go pay for 2 spots. Yeah, my money's gone, but boy, I spread out. I put everything I can out. I make sure that when I went out last week, I took everything I can out from my house and pull it out, from gloves to this to that, anything I could, rugs, this, gloves, makeup, everything. I sold everything on that store that day. Just make sure I get my money back. I spread all the way out on my 2 spots. So even the boss was like, God damn, man. God damn, if you get any more bigger, I'm gonna have to charge you more. I said, if you charge me any more, man, you know what I mean, I'll be going bankrupt with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I spread all the way out. But I was like, God damn. See, and then the guy stopped talking to me. Just all of a sudden, didn't speak a word to me. You understand? So, sometimes you gotta claim, you know, it's crazy out there because you can't hold. But some people, you know, sometimes you gotta hold your stand, man, because some people just take the piss. You know what I'm saying? I've been working from what day for this fucking thing? Not from October to get to the point of high season, and all of a sudden you want to. I've been building customers from October to now, and all of a sudden you want to get spillover to sell your damn wood. Get out of here! I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. So now I got to get to that place at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30, just so that people don't come running in your spot and steal your shit. This Wild West, man, they come steal your shit, man. Especially when they see your store popping. When they see people buying left, right, instead of buying aftershaves. The other day they said buying aftershaves, buying watches. Then bang, 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 you're up to £500. They're like, fuck me. I'm saying, what the fuck is this guy selling? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that. Now, the funny thing about the situation, this whole thing is this. If I go to them, which I've done before, and I say to them, look, I tell you what, let's wholesale you some watches. You buy the watches and you sell it yourself. They say no. They're like, nah, I don't sell no watches. Because everybody knows that watches are hard to sell. Watches are damn hard to sell. You need to have a story behind them watches. Watches are not as easy as selling bloody socks or selling, you know, something what people want. Watches are damn hard to sell. You need confidence to sell that watch. You know what I'm saying? You're like, no, I ain't spending my money on them watches. What if I don't be able to sell them? I said, you can sell them. Yeah, you can sell them, man. No. I said, but you got to outlay money. You see, people don't want to outlay money. They want it. They see you making money. They see you doing that, but they're like, nah. You know what? Maybe you could do it, but I won't be able to do it. Big up. Big up. So yeah, you know, I'm just telling you the whole. No, we're not having story time. We're just talking about you know, anybody can be a market trader. Anybody can get out there. You have to be able to be humble. You have to be able to stand your ground. You have to be able to, you know, you have to be able to. You're going to get tested. You know, people are going to try and bring you out of your comfort zone and make you get crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, you can't be a businessman and be a gangster at the same time. I'm a businessman. You choose one. You know. No, I'm not a gangster. I'm not a gangster, bro. I don't do gangster stuff. Like I said, you choose one. You're either going to be a gangster or you're going to be a businessman. And I choose one. If you're going to be a gangster, don't go to market stores, because people are going to test you. The rules are different. You've got to ignore people and keep silent. Silent is golden. You understand? People are going to test you. People are going to see where you're coming from. People want to bring you out of the box. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't been selling England merch. I went to a market, the car boot today, and a guy was selling two flags for £1, and he wanted to sell me a bunch of them flags. I just don't know what I'm going to do with the flags. And you know, I've been getting rid of stuff, guys. I've been getting rid of stuff. I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm restocking because I'm getting a new table. I'm getting a new table in my new table. My new table is going to be a pink table. And it's going to be a high soul table. Hello. Yeah. I'm just talking to myself, don't worry. Yeah. It's going to be a high soul. It's going to be a high soul table for the ladies. So only the ladies which are got high, it's called high, it's going to be high class woman table. It's going to cost me a bit of money to get the table, to get it going. But I'm going to get high end. So it's going to be, because what it is, I would say that I've cracked the ladies' market in Boston. I've cracked it in a lot of the store owners, but I haven't cracked. You know, I want to do it. It's going to be hard, but I want to do it. And I'll give you an example. There is a couple of ladies. Big up Sean the Prawn. There is a couple of ladies which, when I went throughout my store places, I should have got sunglasses, which are high souls. High class women, or high class, or high society women, or whatever way you want to put high class ladies, or rich ladies. There's a couple of them in Boston, and a couple of them come to my store. Like last week, one of the high rich girls, which I know, I wouldn't say she was a friend, but I know her. I saw her. She came to my store, and she was looking around my store, and I was like, you know, being nice to her, just talking, being friendly. And I said to her, come on, rich girl, come and buy one of them big, expensive automatic watches off me. Because the automatic watches I sell for £50. So, you know, I sell for £50 at the market. It's the most expensive thing on my store, is £50. You know what I'm saying? I said, come on, lady, buy a automatic watch off me. I know she was a high soul, rich lady. She's a rich lady. But she's banging, guys. She's fire. She's 9'10", boy. She's a dime, bro. But she's a lady, hot lady. I don't know what she does. I think she must have some bloody, you know, sugar daddies and all kind of thing. But she's a hot lady. I said to her, come on, man, buy one of them watches of me. You know what she said, guy? You know what she said? She said, okay. She said, okay. So, for that one split second, I ain't gonna lie, I was taken back like, huh? Yeah, because I actually was just saying it. Kind of like partial for a joke, but so for that one split second, for the first time, I was taken back like, you know what I mean? She was like, yeah. So I was like, bro. In my mind, but then it was like just a split second. But then the next second was straight back to business, you understand? So I was like, okay, we're gonna pay cash or card. She said cash, card, pay on card. And then she said to me, you know, she said to me, I don't know about £50. How about £40 for me? She said, okay, £40. I wasn't going to argue with her. £40, bang, straight on the card. She bought the watch. I was like, damn. So for a market trader, rich guy, please, waiting for me. No, I wouldn't. I don't think I'll be able to get her, guys. I don't think I'll be able to bag her or anything. But she just, she got paper, you know what I'm saying? She bought it. And, you know, like I said, there is, sometimes I get taken back by that, you know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't want to say that. I'm doing business, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep it business, you know? You got to keep it professional. Sometimes when it comes to women, and this is the reason why I'm building the pink table for the high, I'm going to call it high class woman. Because even yesterday, I'll tell you a story about yesterday. There was an African lady, African lady who came to my store. There was an African lady who came to my store 2 weeks ago. And she said, oh, one day I'll come by and I'll buy some of these watches, bring back to my family. And this time I had the automatic watches. I said, yeah, these are the automatic club filler thing. I just made them, fully automatic, no battery, and you don't never gonna need a battery. And it's a really classy, lovely watch. She said, oh, that's a lovely watch. That's a lovely watch. I said, she said, how much you want for them? I said, £50. That's how much I sell them for, you know. And she was like, oh, that's lovely. You know, yesterday, guys, she came up to the store. She was like, oh, I was looking, because I never went to the same market yesterday for the last 2 weeks because of the rain. She said, I was looking for you. I was looking for you for the last 2 weeks. I couldn't find you. I looked everywhere in the market. She couldn't find me. And I wanted to, I'm flying tomorrow. And I want to bring some watches for my family. I said, oh, yeah. I said, how much did I say? I didn't remember how much I said the watches were for. I said, which one did you want? She said, you want the automatic one. You know, that lady bought 3 watches up me yesterday. That made my day yesterday. And she said to me, is there any chance for discount for the older lady? She was an older lady. I said, yeah, sure. I took £10 off discount. And she gave me £140. That was one of the sweetest sales I've had in a long time. That was a sweet sale yesterday. That made my day. She bought 3 watches, 3 of the automatic watches. £140. It's just like that. So that's the reason why I want to build a high society lady table. And I'm going to put some really, really high society stuff on it. Something that the women who's got money for. You know what I'm saying? I want to build a table like that. It's got the only thing about that table is going to cost me, because I'm going to be buying expensive stuff and selling and putting like a bit of money on top of it and selling them back. So things which are expensive, I'll be selling. Probably be like original perfumes, which are very popular, really expensive bags, you know. There will be mascara, which is some mascara is expensive, you know, expensive watch. So it'll be the high society table. I decided to do the kick thing when I go to Thailand. I don't think I'm ready to put the energy to put into kick right now. I don't think I've got the energy. I'm doing 5 markets a week. I'm extremely tired. I haven't got the energy to start doing kick on top of that as well. So I think I'll do the kick thing when I get to Thailand. I'll wait till I get to Thailand, then I'll go for the kick. Yeah, it's a really nice thing. It would be nice to get monetized and get a hourly rate. You know, sometimes in life you can't have everything. Yeah, 2000, yes, January 2027. It should be still on. Like I said, guys, I'm only going for a month because I can't afford to go for longer than a month because it costs too much money. I can't. Can we do the maths on, let's do the maths on even 2 months. We do the maths on 2 months. Let's do the maths now on 2 months. The flight is going to cost me $1,000, right? For the flight to go out there. Because I really want to go direct this time at least. So the flight's going to cost me at least $1,000. You understand? The hotel is going to cost me for 2 months. Going to cost me, you know, I don't need to stay in no big places, but at least £500. You know what I'm saying? There you go, £500. You understand? You got to buy insurance. You got to buy taxi when you get there. You got to buy taxi when you're from here to the airport. You understand? So that's, by the time you gobble that up, that's another $500. Then you got to bring $2,000. So that's $2,000 already. Then you got to bring $2,000 a month. I'm not going to spend more than $2,000 a month. No. So that's $6,000. That's $6,000 for 2 months. I just started my watch business. I just started my market store. I'm just a market trader. I just started 8 months ago. I mean, come on, man. That $8,000, that $6,000 could go into stock right now, which I need. Yeah, you know, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much to just burn off $6,000 like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go for a month, and that's what's gonna be me. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna get my shit together. If I get my wholesale business going on, then I will do better. But I can't do more than a month. I can't afford it, and it's just as simple as that. Sometimes you gotta be real with yourself. I'm being real with myself. I can't afford to go to Thailand for $6,000. I can't afford to spend $6,000. I'm not in that. I'm only a market trader. I'm not a rich guy who's bloody, you know, making a whole bunch of money. You know what I mean? All my business is run. I'm lucky thing. It's the lucky thing that I live up north. It's a lucky thing that I have a car, which is just a little beat up Mercedes. It's a lucky thing I have a little small car. I don't pay finance. It's a lucky thing I don't have, you know, outgoings. Otherwise, I would have just fell down. I couldn't keep up with the expenses of what I got. I got to pay for my car. I got to pay for my place. You know, my place where I stay is $400. Cheap, well cheap. I live cheap. My whole expenses are cheap. My house is £400 a month. My garage, with the garage, so it's about $450 a month. No, say about $410 a month. Say $415 a month for where I live with my garage. And then I've got to pay council tax. Because remember, I'm a businessman now, so I've got to pay council tax expense. I've got to pay food. So, you know, my own expenses is about $1,000 a month. It's about $1,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Which is not too bad if you're a businessman. But, you know, it's still $1,000. I've got to pay for petrol. I've got to pay for my car. You know, I've got to pay for store spots wherever I go. All out of the one business. Remember, I've only got one income. My whole income is market trading. I've got to pay for the store. I've got to pay for the stock. I've got to pay for this. I've got to pay for that. I've got to pay for where I live. I've got to eat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. How much? How much can I do? How much can one? And then you want me to go just get $6,000 and just go $6 or $7,000 and just apply it off like that in Thailand for 2 months? It's not sensible. I could do something, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Though I'm not there yet, if I do wholesale, now if I crack this wholesale market game, I can make a lot of money. I can make a lot of money, the wholesale market game. You know, if you don't know what wholesale is, getting, you know, other people on board to sell the watches for me. If you change your mind, stay for 6 months in a family. Yeah, I could go to Thailand. I can go to Thailand, go live on my YouTube channel. I could go and bring $5,000 or $6,000 and live in a fan room, which is not bad. And I live for 6 months, and I could do it. You know, I could do it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to do it. That's the thing. I could get $6,000 and stay pay $1,000 a month and turn on my live stream every day, get my super chats, get my tips, and I could live for 6 months. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll be in a hot country, but I don't need to do that. So, and then where am I going with that? Where am I going? Where exactly am I going in life? exactly am I doing it for? What's the purpose? Just, okay, you're in a better, it'll be a better position. But wouldn't it be better just to do the wholesale market, get the wholesale market going on, make some grands, or even sell my whole business for like 50 or 100 grand if I can, and get myself some money behind me before I'm doing them foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I need to get back into money behind me. I haven't got that 100 grand or 70 grand or 200 grand behind me. So I'm limited to what I can do. You understand? I'm bootstrapping everything myself. So, you know, it's not sensible. It's not sensible to be doing 6 months and then it's not sensible. Just do a month. You're lucky you got a month. Do your month. Spend a couple of grand, a few grand, and that's it. Come on. And get back to work. 6 grand invested. Invested will earn you £600 a year. I don't know if there's any tax-free money, mate. I need a power move. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. I need a power move. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. That's exactly what I need. I need a power move. I need it, guys. I need a power move. I need a power. Oh shit! I keep scraping my watch. I scrape my watch on that again. It's the pin. It never scratched. It's scratch proof. Yeah, I need a power move. I need a power move. I'm not doing it on purpose. I need a power move. You don't think I'm doing it on purpose? I'm not doing it on purpose. I did scrape it on that bin. It's that bin coming up again. It seems like it is. Oh shit! Yes, there's no scratches on it. It's all good. No scratches on it. Anyway, like I was saying, so I need a power move. You can't do it all. I can't do it all. I think personally myself, I've done my best for all I've got. I've tried my best. I've done my best. I worked really hard. I haven't taken no holidays. I haven't, I've given up drinking alcohol. I've given up drinking. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I've given up everything, given up takeaways. I've given up everything. All I've done is dedicated myself to my youth, my market trading, and I've not even take takeaways. I don't spend no money. I don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I've done my best. I need a power move. I need a power move. When we get that power move, or, I was thinking of getting a partnership, but I don't really want to get a partnership. I've got quite a few things on the table as a partnership, but I don't want to get a partnership. And a partnership just got money. A partnership has got money will help, but the partnership will cause a lot of problems. Yeah, a partnership will cause a lot of issues. Another thing about partnership is that you're not your own boss. Again, I like to be my own boss. I like to be in control. And a silent investor or an angel investor would be something I would think about. I would think about that. I could put in 100 grand in my business right now, 200 grand in my business. It's out there. You can pull it out there. But so I'm not going to take a loan. Keep the business going. Maybe sell for a huge profit in the near future. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Alameda Wanderer. That's what I might do. I might do. What it is, if I get this wholesale business going on and it runs itself, that's when you're at the point where people will buy it. Because they'll see that you have wholesale people buying from you. Then you can put a proper price on it. I can sell the whole brand with the business, with the YouTube channel, everything, with the website, logo, everything with it. And then I could probably, you know, I think I could probably touch 100 grand. I think I could probably sell it for 100 grand. The whole business. But it has to be, I think you're looking like between 3 to 5 years before I can really do something. And you have to have wholesale people buying from you. You have to have people buying from you, so that they have residual money coming in. So people, when an investor looks at your books, they're going to look at how much you're taking in, how much people are buying from you, how much stock's going out the door. All these things they're looking for. They're going to look at all your books. I got all my books all up to date. Everything's paid for. Everything's up to date. My expenses are so high, so everything's all up to date. They're going to look at your books. They're going to look, but the main thing they want to see is that it's a running business, that you can generating some money, and then you can sell it. At that point, you can sell it. If you sell it at this point, I'll get less for it, because they'll say, oh, you got a YouTube channel, okay, he's making a little bit of money. Yeah, we could do something with it. You got a little market trading store. Yeah, it does good. Yeah, you got the whole watch business potential there. But it's a potential thing. Potential to make millions. So they might say, okay, we'll give you, I don't know, 30 grand, 40 grand. Which, for all the effort I put in to take 30 or 40 grand, I don't think I'll take 30 grand. I don't think I'll take 30 grand. That would be stupid. I could give that to my kids, and I could make 30 grand. I could make 30 grand in a year in this business. 100% J Smith, 100%. That is true. That's what if you look at Uber, you look at all the startups, Uber, WhatsApp, Facebook, any of them, they all got to the level where I'm at now. And then they got an investor. The investor took them to orbit. No, I'm not looking to sell it. I'm just saying if I'm looking to sell it. The investor takes you to orbit. It's the investor to come in and invest in your money and believe in your idea and take it to the next level. You can't do it by yourself. Yeah, well, I think a lot. That plays a part in it too. I mean, the wonder a lot. Yeah, it's lucky if you get the right investor. I'm quite a lucky guy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a lucky guy. Imagine I came into the YouTube space and met some of the most great and amazing people in this YouTube space. I'm quite lucky. This is what I'm so funny about. That's what I'm so funny about my space. I got some F-off money, J Smith. It's just that I haven't got the kind of capital to take this thing to another level. You understand? I got F-off money. I can put it together. But I just ain't got the capital to take it to a whole new level. To take me out of the market. What I need to do is take myself out of the market. So I don't do market schools no more. Now how do you do that? You do it through wholesale. You sell wholesale. You sell to other people. You sell to other store holders. You sell to shops. You know what I mean? You have it in different shops. You have it in different store holders. Let them do the work. And you supply them. You make a little money off them. And you do that. You have, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40 and people buying from you. It adds up a lot of money by the time you do that. But to get to that stage of how much people, it's a big plan to get to that level where you have wholesale and people are buying off and selling. You understand what I'm saying? It takes a whole nother level to do that. A whole nother budget. A whole nother budget to get to that. And the thing is, you need stock. You can't go to people and say you're selling stuff, you ain't got no stock. Thanks for that, bro. Thanks for that. You're impressed. It says, I'm impressed with your work ethic. Fair play to you. Yeah, so it takes me to get to that another level, Jason. You need somebody This is what every kind of startup business gets to this stage where I'm at now. They all started like this, you know, and then they got to, their investor came in, it's like having a little fire was burning. They came in and threw the fuel on the fire and blazed it out of control. And then it took to another level, you understand? Now I'm gonna be honest with you, the hardest part is to get 9 yeah, the hardest part is to find an investor was gonna believe in you. That's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy to get an investor. I mean, who's gonna really believe in you? I mean, that's hard. People don't depart with their money quite easy. People don't depart when they sit down and they weigh up everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's the hardest part. But moving along, the whole point is, guys, at the moment, at least I've got a, I see you there, Skip Archie, good to see you, mate. Skip Archie. Pick up all the guys in the chat, the club fellas. We're just having a heart-to-heart chat about my whole life and how everything's going. Big up to Cheap Charlie, who's got his kick deal. Big up to Kelly Codwell, who got a kick deal. And big up to B-More Run, who got a kick deal. Wonderful move. Wonderful move. Really good for the culture. Really good for the movement. You know what I'm saying? I was very impressed by seeing Cheap Charlie and them guys getting a kick deal. You know, that kick guy, that's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level, bro. That could do better with a kick deal. You know, a kick deal could probably do better than a market stall. A kick deal could do better than a market stall, you know. If you put your head down with a kick deal, you can get more money than a market stall. There's some guys who whacking it on kick, you know. Whacking it 20, 30, 40 grand on kick a month. You know what I'm saying? There's some man whacking it. I think that Cheap Charlie's got the potential to be a super duper 10, 20, 30 grand a month kick guy. I believe he's got the potential to do it. You know what I mean? Now if we got a kick deal, guys, I'd go to Thailand for 6 months. I'd go to Thailand for 6 months if I had a kick deal for the whole, or at least 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and then I'll just stream out there. You know what I mean? It'll give me a, you know, at least from January, February, March, I'll be out there. Come back and do like that. But the thing about the kick deal is this. You need to, as I always say, you need to go get the money, you need to keep the money, and you got to know how to. The third one is grow the money, invest the money. Like you see, like if you get that kick deal, you need to get that money and pull it into something. You need to, because it can be very, very touchy when it comes to the kick deal, because you could get the money and then get comfortable, get into that work zone again, where you're in survival. You got to come out that survival. You got to get that kick deal. You know, get like put it into a house, a property, a flat, or something. You know what I mean? A kick deal is would be amazing. You know. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is just keep pushing forward with what I gotta do. I gotta keep working, guys. I will get to that. You know, if you keep 75 average followers, 25 subs, that's about it. I think I could do it. Yeah, 25 subs. I think I could do it. But the thing about social dollar, I just ain't got the energy. I just ain't got the energy for it. I ain't got the energy right now. I just ain't got the energy to do that right now. Start picking up live streaming and doing. I just ain't got the energy for it. I'm waking up, you know, early in the morning. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta do my market stores. And the thing about I got my watch brand, I've got this, I've got that. And I want to go to a high another level. And the thing about it, for me to put that effort in, it's just a whole nother thing, you know what I'm saying? And I just ain't got the energy for it. Now, if it was before the market trading, then yeah. I think he says, boss, thanks boss, I've been feeling a bit down lately. Your energy has given me inspiration. Yeah, well, I've always been trying to inspire people. I've always trying to inspire people, you know, to do better, want better. You know, I always try to inspire people to do better and want better in their life. See, me as a boss, as a leader, people are watching me. So whatever I do, they do. You know. So I got to be careful what I do. Because people are watching. The streets are watching. So why not just put it in that if you work hard, why don't they work hard? I know some people just don't. Some people will never get it. You know? Some people's in their own world, and I just believe people with it. I don't know what's happening with Ben Newton. You know, or something. Ben Newton. I'm not sure what's going on. I ain't got time to do it. It's one or the other. Yeah. But it is hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard to get when you're. It's hard to get. You know, it's hard to bounce the ball, as we call it. You gotta bounce. It's hard to bounce the ball, you know. It's hard to bounce the ball, you know, to really bounce the ball and come out your comfort zone to say that you're gonna do that. You know what I mean? And take YouTube and everything you've done to another level. It's take, you know. Yeah, maybe that's true, Sean Paul. That's true. That is true. Let's keep moving. That's true. I should do it. That is true. That is true, Sean Paul. I could just take it one stage at a time. Okay, but to be honest with you, Sean Paul, my mind is not on kick at the moment. I'm going to be honest. My mind is on doing my wholesale watches, doing my market stalls, making my money, and I'm still in survival zone. You know what I mean? Maybe when I get out of survival mode, I will. But my mind's not there right now. My mind's not even on streaming. My mind's on. Where's my mind? I'm in grind zone. I'm in grind season. I need a holiday. That's what I need. I need to take what I need, guys, is to take a 2-week holiday somewhere. I need to take a 2-week holiday, but even that these days is so expensive. I need to take a 2-week holiday, refresh my mind, and see exactly what direction I'm gonna go in. Because I think I've got good potential to do something, but I'm not exactly sure. What I don't want to do is get into a point where I'm just stuck in survival mode, where I'm just doing market stalls, paying for my bills, doing market stalls, paying for my bills. I don't want to do that. I want to push forward, but I've taken on a lot in the last 9 months. I've been pressurizing my body a lot, you know, and I don't want to push it. I need to take like a 2 weeks holiday, relax, enjoy, take the edge off it. Don't think about markets, don't wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Go and relax, get some women, go and enjoy myself, and then clear my mind and see exactly what direction I'm going to go in. You know, see exactly what direction I'm going to go in. As when you're in survival mode and everything relies on, see, my market store relies on everything. My market store stops, everything stops. My car, my petrol, my money in my pocket, my house where I live, everything stops. Now, yes, I can get ahead of the game. I could pay for my rent for the year, which I've been thinking of doing, paying for my rent for the year, you know. But I'm still in survival mode, trying to get out of that survival mode and get into the point where I can do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot though. It's a lot of stress and it's a lot of pressure. And wake, you know, sleepless nights sometimes thinking, man, is this shit gonna work out? You know what I'm saying? Is this shit gonna work out? That's why I'm saying to you, when you have to make it work, if you have to do it, guys, you figure it out when you have to figure it out. Trust me, you will. Now, I'm at that point. I'm at that point where I have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You'll figure it out when you have to. You know what I mean? Like, when your back's against the wall, you're like, right. But many times I'm in my bed at Sunday morning thinking, man, I just want to sleep all day, man. I don't want to get up and do the market store on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Have I been a bit of a bad boy on Saturday night, watching streams till late, watching this till late? Man, I knocked my watch again. Did you hear that sound? I knocked the watch again. The watch again. It's not scratched. Scratch proof, guys. Scratch proof.
Get the cookie dog.
Fell out. Yeah, so like I said, guys, he's not complaining. He's not complaining. I think I've been blessed. I'm still, oh, that's nice, isn't it? We're in Skegness, guys. We're not complaining. I think someone just fell over. The lady fell over. I'm not complaining. But when everything relies on you getting up and doing what you got to do in a business, not just a job, sometimes you have some sleepless nights. You think, am I really doing the right thing? Wouldn't it just be better to get a job, a secure job? When everything, say you work it out when you have to work it out. Then bills have to be paid, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, they say when you have to figure it out, you will figure it out. So I'm at that stage where I am figuring it out, and I'm doing quite good with myself. And I'm getting to the breaking point, or the tipping point. You know, the tipping point where everything was coming together now. But look at that, guys. Who would go up in there? Who the hell's gonna go up in there? I heard someone fell off there one time. You know, can you see that? These people are crazy. They're doing bungee jumping. They're doing all these kind of things. My life is constantly. It's constantly stressful, and I don't need to go up in that, mate. Yeah, I didn't scratch the watch, it's scratch proof. Who's going up in there? You go crazy, man. Nice little truly dying piece there. That's another thing, guys, ain't it? Right, yeah. I met this lovely lady in Boston. She's from Pakistan, I think, Pakistan. And I was just about to go on a date with her. Just found a girl I really liked. And then she's gone back to Pakistan, hasn't she? That's another thing, my dating life is gone. Yeah, I'm sorry, man, it's phone. That's another thing, guys, my dating life has gone down to a couple. I've got no dating life at the moment. I've given it all up. I got no dating life. I'm coming like I ain't got no life at all. I got no dating life. I got no bloody. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do this. I don't do that. It's like, how much can you sacrifice? I don't know where that is. She's from Pakistan or some one of them places she's from. And she was nice, man. Just about to go on a date with her. She's gone back to Pakistan. She had to wait till bloody August when she comes back. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make it up. Story of my life. I could write a book, man. My biography of my book. Who liked the biography, guys? It seems like, you know that biography I made? I was sitting having a real one on the market store in Boston. I was having a real one. Who saw the video? I was having a real one. A lot of people complimented me on that video. Shared the video 2 times. Kelly Codwell, and QC shared the video. I was just having a heart-to-heart real one about believing in yourself. You know, it's not so easy. You know, it's not. Kick is a good thing because, you know, for what we are doing, it's not so easy. It's one thing you going out there, so you want to buy merch, or you want to buy something, or you want to do, you want to turn your, you know, your product. It's one thing going to get the product. It's another thing be able to sell the product. It's a hard thing. No, I'm not uptight. I'm feeling good, man. I got no complaints in my life. I'm not complaining at all. I'm in a good space, man. I'm in a good space, man, in my life. I ain't complaining. I had a woman for a little while. And I've done some. Been up to Manchester a few times. I ain't had a real woman for a long time, and you know, I'm not the richest guy, but I'm in a good space. I've been having some really good days at the market. I've been really putting my life together. You know, the money's rolling in steady now. You know, things are getting good. Things are all right in my life. I built a business. I bought a watch brand. I built an automatic watch. You know, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I've bought an income. I've got a job. You know what I'm saying? I do 5 days a week at the market. I built it up to 5 different markets. I'm doing okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to become rich, but I'm doing all right. For what? Especially, you know, from nothing to something and building it up to something and getting a job out of it and making an income out of it and paying my bills out of it. I ain't complaining, man. I could easily be driving a taxi now or doing something else that makes shitty money or a dead-end job. I'm doing what I want to do. You know, I have to get up and work, but still, I'm doing still my own business. If I want to sit down on the market store and just relax, I can. I could turn on a live stream in the market store. I could go in the market store, turn on a live stream. But the reason why I don't do it is because, you know, I'm too busy at the market store talking to women, I'm talking to ladies. And my lady market's been really good, man. This high soul table is going to be good. High society table. It's just people are crazy. They go up in these crazy things like this. Just for 3 of us. As a man, you just have to take that cold, man. You have to take that winter. You know what it is about it? It's like I've built up a good little momentum. I'm doing quite good, but you got to keep that momentum going. In business, you're gonna go through peaks and troughs, and you can lose the momentum. You know? That's what more worries me. Is there high society in Boston? There is. There is, bro. There is. As I said, let me explain something to you. In this day and age we live in, and this is something that you need to understand. In this day and age we live in, guys, the average kind of man is on a very tight budget. He's struggling to make ends meet with high gas bills, electric, this, that. It does not add up. You understand? But the average, he lives in a house with 5 people, 4 people. He pays £50 a week rent. He works all the hours God sent. He's got disposable cash to spend. A foreigner spent the other day. A foreigner spent. You know what foreigners? Since I got my automatic watch, I've sold about 5 of them to foreigners, and I'm surprised because when you're at a market store, guys, most market store people sell stuff for £5. £5 the average at a market store. To sell something at an average market store for £50 is unusual. Or you have to have something really special to sell. Trainers can sell for £50. You know, the right thing, but you have to have the right thing. To sell something for £50 at a market store, it has to be very special. It has to be something. People don't go to spend £50 at a market store. Or car boot. I sold 5 of these. I sold one guy bought one for £40, £50, £50, 40. Foreigners. It's a joke, man. Don't underestimate no one. You're an inspiration. I hope others watching this. Yeah, so the whole point is don't underestimate no one. Anybody can Kids have got more money these days than even the average Joe. So that's black lady there. Yeah, a lot of people tell me I'm inspiration because they've seen where I've come from. You lot have seen where I've come from. You've seen me grind where I am today. You've seen me build products. You've seen me get to the market stores, build up you've seen it from day one. It's not like it's a lie. And people love Rags to Riches story. Even though I'm not rich, but people love Rags to Riches story. And people respect people who grind when all the odds are against you, you know what I'm saying? I think all the odds are against me. All the odds was against me, I suppose, but we're doing something. I mean, like I said, we're doing something. I still got lots to grow. I still got lots to do, but I'm still grateful. I still believe that at the end of the day, if I close my live streaming game, or that at least I've still got my watch brand, which I built up, and I can find a way of making money out of it. So, I'm still grateful. So, but I would go on to Kick. I do respect them guys who got Kick. I respect Kelly Godwell and Jim Charlie and B Moran. I think B Moran is the one for a Kick deal. He lives on his live stream. I think he's gonna make a lot of money on Kick. I think he lives on his live stream, boy. As long as he don't mess it up. B Moran, I see him watching B Moran's live stream on Kick. Do I have an online store? I don't sell online, bro. I have a YouTube. I never cracked it online. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never cracked it online. I couldn't. I just don't know. And maybe people say to me that people buy from me for my personality. I never cracked it online. I cracked it in the market. I can't crack it online. Don't know how to sell it. Don't know how to sell online. I tried. I did the Amazon affiliate. I tried. I can't crack it. I don't know how to do it. So, I would love to have done it online. I would love to have cracked it online and made it online. I wouldn't be in the UK now. I'll tell you that. Because I've been watching like videos of ladies who cracked it online. They cracked it on Amazon. And, they're whacking it. They're killing it on Amazon. Where can I get the automatic watch? Well, the automatic watch at the moment is only at one place, and I've only put it on my website. I've only put it on my website for a reason, because I want to try and keep it. The only place you can get it on is at the website. But if you come to the market, you can get one for £50. I sell them on the market for £50, and so he's swooping. If she was any older, that's my type of girl. I've got a pocket watch, man. I haven't got a Club Fellas Inc. pocket watch, but I got this watch. I can't sell it. So this must be a reason. There must be a reason. I bought this one to test what people don't like it. I bought this pocket watch, man. This pocket watch here, and I can't sell it. I've had it for about four weeks now. To have a watch for 4 weeks is like crazy for me. Things don't last around me, mate. They go. People just don't get it. They don't really like it. They don't want to buy it. It's an automatic one as well. So I might sell this weekend. Father's Day present. I bought one pocket watch, sold it for a tenner once. I bought it for £2. Alright guys, so that's the story of my life. I've got to keep moving. But I gotta keep working, guys. I gotta keep working. I gotta keep pushing through. What will the outcome be? I think we're on course to go to Thailand for a month in January. And that's it. I think we'll do that. We'll have a great time in Thailand. I'll be doing a clicker for it very soon. And I'll be doing my live streams again on a Friday. I'm going to bounce the ball on a Friday. I've got to commit to it on a Friday. I've got to commit to it because, you know, if we do some good live streams, we can make some cake for the trip, and it can be a better trip. The more money I bring with me to Thailand, the better the trip will be. We can meet up with other people. We can go do some bar streams, you know. So I want to start picking up a little bit and start doing a little bit of live streams. I'm just not sure exactly what people want, whether they want room streams or they want to go outside or city-to-city tours. You know, I got to do something. I got to start doing this because the 6 months is going to pass in no time. So. I'm not going to do Peace and Love Tour again. That was great. No, the Peace and Love Tour was really good at that time. And the City-to-City Tour was amazing. The City-to-City Tours was one of the greatest times of live streaming. City-to-City in the UK. I showed you some serious cities. We still haven't conquered all of them. Yeah, maybe that might be a good idea to do it. Like to pick up the city tours, go Newcastle this time, because it brings value to the channel. You see? We went to Newcastle, we go to different places now. You know, West England. We go different places where we haven't been before. That would bring value to the channel because they were very popular. Went to Derby. They were very, very popular in the city-to-city tours. No, I can't do that if you want to program. So the thing about it, I got to work on Fridays in the market store, and I got to work tomorrow. I got to get up tomorrow and do market store, and then I got to get up Sunday at 3 o'clock in the morning and do market stores. So I can't take time off. I can't take a day off. Taking a day off is like losing 300 quid. You can give me 200 for 300 quid? I can't take no time off. I get Monday and Tuesday off. So that might be something I can work with. I get Monday and Tuesday off. You know, that's all past history to me. You know? These people are past history. I never think about these things no more. I never think about the other side of people no more. I think that's so much past history now. You know, I was looking back on it the other day of all the crazy times, and you know, I was thinking it was crazy. It got crazy, didn't it? I don't think my life has moved so much forward now that I don't think about the crime families too. I just don't think about it. I don't think they think about me anymore. I think all that whole thing is dead right now. You know. I was wondering why Studi lost his channel. That's what I was wondering. I don't know why he lost his channel. Can anybody in the chat tell me why he lost his channel? I don't say I'm talking about it, I'm just saying. Because, you know, it's quite difficult to lose your channel. Is he not deleting streams or something? He must not have been deleting streams and putting them on the members only. So if you're deleting streams, it's hard to lose your channel. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I'm always a prolific deleter stream. You know? To Spain or Amsterdam. I don't like Spain. I would go to Amsterdam. I mean, why would I go to Amsterdam? Yeah, I know it's bullying, but they've been bullying for 5 years. You still had these channels. He's been bullying for 5 years. Still at his channel. It's a lot easier to lose a channel. Guys. Yes, it's true. It's true. It's a lot easier to lose it because what it is AI. It's AI taking your channel down now. You know, not even YouTube. It's AI taking your channel down. So it's a lot easier to lose your channel now. That is true. It's a lot easier because a lot of people lost their channel. I just like to. I know it was bullying, but I mean, what could have triggered that? It's just crazy. Doesn't tolerate it anymore. There have been massive reports before. Been massive reports for years. Don't mean the channel gets taken down. I don't know, man. I just know that boy it's crazy. I just saw man's channel get taken down. That's crazy. You're supposed to do precautions to get your channel not taken down. But then again, that's what I mean. That's the way life goes, isn't it? You win some, you lose some. I suppose YouTube did get woke, but it's the algorithms now that's changed it. And moving forward. Alright guys, so we're gonna take a walk up, we're gonna walk around. It was only a little trip in here. I've got to get back. I've got to go to Fiji tomorrow again. I've also got to go to somewhere for a little while. Yeah, I want to go away for a week or so. Yeah, I want to do something like that. But the thing is, guys, I don't like Spain. I don't like Spain. I don't like Europe. So I would go somewhere. I suppose I could go. I will go away somewhere. I don't even know if I can afford to do that or I want to. You see, the thing is, I've got a stock problem at the moment as well because I've been buying loads and loads of stock, but it keeps running out. Like I bought 100 perfumes last week and it sold off. God damn, I bought. You know, I've already bought this week. This week I've already, spent. I've nearly sold nearly 90 perfumes. I've got another drop coming today. You know what I mean? My watches, my travel sports watches are finished, and we're not even really in the peak season of it yet. So, and I can't buy mass stock because I just ain't got a cake to buy mass stock. I don't know if I would like to go somewhere for a week or so, but even that's going to cost me like $2,000. You go away for Spain for 2 weeks, it's going to cost you $1,500 to $2,000. So, is it worth it? Might as well go to Thailand. Might as well go to the Philippines. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't like Spain. That's not for me, bro. Spain's not for me. I went to Spain last time I went with my friend. He had a villa out there. It's boring, man. I don't like Spain. It's horrible. There were no single man side of the game. It's all happening. When I was younger, yeah. Now I'm an old boy. I want to go Philippines, Thailand, where I know that I can taste the water. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no Spain, bro. I'm looking at me like a big old man, like granddad. I want to go bloody somewhere where I can go. I want to go somewhere where I can get some bloody single man side of the game. Get a nice single man side of the game, find myself a little dime piece, you know, do a little bit what Ron does, do a little bar streaming, have a little fun and come home, you know what I'm saying? I can even turn on my live stream. You ain't gonna want to do that in Spain or these janky places, man. Get out of here. Southeast Asia or nothing, man. Or Brazil, you know what I'm saying, or somewhere else, but not bloody Spain or bloody, Romania or something. There's some good places, man. We're old now. mode now, man. I ain't got time to start speeching, meeting up for dates and all kind of foolishness. I am. The days are over a long time. I'm just a straight transactional man, whatever way you want to put it. Straight transaction. That's what I like. I ain't got time to mess about. You don't even have to like me. Just I'm straight transaction. Get it out of the way, and that's it. Hello, boom, how are you? Bam. Next minute, you're in transaction. Yeah, get it out of the way, keep moving. Say, let's go to the next project. If you go to, yeah, I've been to Vietnam. But the single man side of the game is different out there. The single man side, you're not even allowed to bring ladies back to the hotel. Shit, dropped. You're not even allowed to bring ladies back to the hotel in Vietnam. It's all strict. The girls are kind of funny, and you know, Vietnam's is just different. The internet's brilliant though. Food is cheap. Things are cheap. I will definitely go when I live in Thailand for a week or two. But Vietnam, you go for like a week or two. The girls are beautiful, but you have to go in the barber shops to do it, and go in the massage parlors, and kind of like kills the single man, kills the girlfriend experience. I want the GFE, the girlfriend experience. Getting a good old walk today. Get some exercise in, which is good. This is nice, isn't it? Look at this love thing. Skegness. Oh, sugar. Oh, damn, I banged my knee. Damn. Banging my knee, I bang my head, bang my watch. What's wrong with me, man? Something's wrong with me. Oh, skegness. When you get older, you can't be banging your knees, you know. Bloody knees or something else. Yeah, nice lady. Banging knees, man. I gotta wake up tomorrow and put up some stools. I gotta work all day. Perfume dropping today. My automatic watches are on fire. I'm doing right in life, man. Automatic watch give me a boost, man. Give me a boost. It's a bit windy up here. Back in this place. Can you hear the wind? Yeah, the watch is taking a beat. It's still going. Yeah, it's going good, man. Yeah, the automatic. The thing about the automatic watches, guys, is this. When I had my first watch, I sell them for about £25, which is still good in the market. But the thing about the automatic watches, people know that automatic watches are expensive, so I can sell them for £50, and that's what makes your money get up quicker. You know, you sell 2, 3, 4 of them, you're at 200 quid already for the day. So the automatic watches put me in a whole upper market level, you know. So yeah, so like I said, I did offer it to Kelly Codwell. If Kelly Codwell wants to take it on, you don't have to send him all these stuff. And, Kelly Codwell's got an opportunity there. You could do yeah, I mean, what it was with the blood pressure, I stopped drinking. I don't do takeaways, I don't drink alcohol, I don't do nothing, so it's gone down. You know what I mean? I gotta get checked up though. It's gone down. I really haven't I haven't drank no alcohol. I don't drink alcohol like I used to. So I've been doing takeaways. I've been doing vegetables. I eat fruits when I'm at work. So, you know, I've been losing weight and my blood pressure's gone down. And naturally no, Kelly could do a market store. And, you know, see what Kelly Codwell says. If he wants to, I could send him all the goods and he could do a market store. He could do that himself. He'll make a lot of money. He'll make money. You just have to, you know, make sure that he works really hard and make money. Maybe you could do it with him. No, I'm not taking the medication. I was on the medication at one point, and I've stopped the medication now. So, because I went into, how would you try? You just get delivery straight to America. Delivery straight to America. Yeah, it's good to do. Send stuff to America. It's not much. And he could open the store and do it. He could take the American side they have tariff coming from China, not coming from England to America. Yeah, there's a nice little stress break. Let's keep it. Like I said, anybody can, if he wants to do, anybody can want to do it. But yeah, I'm going to get into the wholesale business, guys, next year, or this year. I'm going to start my wholesale, start doing wholesale supplying. All I got to do is just get a number of stock. I got to order like 1,000 pieces. 1,000 pieces. And when I get to that stage, I've already done it doing the paperwork now. Then I can get to the wholesale stage. Then I can start supplying people. And once I start supplying people, then that could pull me out of doing markets. And I can just be a supplier. It's a dream, but you can do it if you got the right cake and the right connections. Yeah, the wholesale market is a super duper great idea. If you can crack it open, because you can make a lot of money with repeat business. And people are basically doing what you know, but you have to get into it, you have to get the whole stock, you have to put it together. I know the whole game of it, but you know. Put that on TV, then give me a strike. Sometimes in life, guys, you got to do the hard work first and then do the smart work. Wholesale's a smart work. At the moment, you just got to do the hard work. I've only been doing it for 9 months, at least a year, 2 years. Crack into the wholesale market, and then when you get to the wholesale market and people are selling for you, you have like a, you know, you could be anywhere in the world. You know, you get a manager here, pay them. I could be anywhere in the world, creaming it in. You know? But you have to be very clever about what you're doing, that business that you're in. So anyway, guys, it was nice speaking to you today. I've been having a great conversation. We've been having a good little catch up, you know what I'm saying? And it's always back to the story of my life. You know, but we got work to do. A man has a work to do. But yeah, you know, in 6 months' time I'll be in Thailand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, man. One thing I'm not going to do is complain. I think I've done some great and amazing things. And I'm not complaining. Because if there's one thing in life, when you do complain about your life, it gets worse. So just be grateful for what you got. I won't go AWOL. It's not like I was going AWOL on the prawn. It's just the schedule was crazy. The schedule was crazy. It's like it's non-stop, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna try and get some cake together, Sean the prawn, to try and go and take this holiday, you know? So, you know. I gotta shake it up. I gotta try and put a few hours in here and there, you know? Because I gotta keep the live streaming going. So when we get to Thailand, what would be ideal is if I got a kick deal. If I got a kick deal, then I could definitely do 3 months. Because that would be my job then. Just to do a kick deal. You know, do 10 hours a day or 4 hours or 3 hours a day on kick. You know, you can make some cake, you know what I'm saying? That would be ideal, but we don't live in an ideal world. Give thanks that I still got YouTube. Made a little bit of money today. I made a little bit of money on my car boot. I made a little bit of money on the live stream. It's all good. 2 hours into the live stream. Yeah, the grand return. I don't think it's going to be that much of a big deal. Yeah. Read your comment above. Back in the day, you could make $1,000 a day on the market store. It's very difficult to make even bloody 300 quid, 300 quid, or you know, you can make 100 quid, but it's very difficult to make 300 quid these days. It's very difficult to make money at market stores these days. I tell you that, because the game has all changed, you know. Yeah, it's very difficult. You could be. Something super duper. Running 2 hours in, guys, so you know we're gonna have to have a closing speech anyway. We're gonna have a closing speech. So what I'm saying to you, right, guys, is this: you've seen the motivation, you've seen the inspiration, you've seen me come from, you've seen me fix up my house, you've seen me do my live streams, you see me put my watches together, you see me make the watch, sell the watch, you see me putting it together, you've seen the journey of the life. It's been a hard road, it's been a tough road, but you've seen it can be done. You know what I mean? We're still work in process, you know what I'm saying? We're still a work in process. We're still a work in process. And we're still a work in process. And I'm sure all them things are history now, bro. I'm sure all them things are history now. I don't think about them things. If I ever saw anybody like that, I just walk past. Them things are history to me. I've done so much great and amazing things. I know you guys. But I always gonna look. Well, I'm a paranoid person. You know? I want to see if someone is walking behind me, but them things are history now. I'm sure everybody put it in the past. I mean, you know, we're gonna put them things to bed. You know, history. You know what I'm saying? It should be history now. You know, man's even lost these channels. I'm sure that he won't be interested in nothing like that. You're moving on. There's a time you got to move on in life, innit? You can't just keep doing the same thing. I mean, I took a lot of battering from a lot of people, but I didn't let it bother me. I just keep moving, you know. Guys, I'm running out of energy. I'm gonna have to go home and get something to eat. I'm running out of energy. My energy's going down. So I'm gonna go home, get something to eat, and I guess I'll watch a couple of live streams, and then I'm gonna take some rest. I got a big day tomorrow, and I got a big day on Sunday. You know what I mean? It was good to see all you guys. Big up all the guys in the chat. So I'll be doing live streaming here on YouTube till we get to Thailand. So I'll still be here, and let's try and bounce the ball. Try and pick up a Big Boss Friday. That would be good, you know what I'm saying? And we just take it from there, you know what I'm saying? We have to start doing some things again. Start bouncing the ball on YouTube. It was great speaking to you today. I see you there, Clive. Good to see you there, Clive. All the guys who came through today, you know what I'm saying? And we had a great little conversation. We had a good man-to-man conversation, you know what I'm saying? And the journey begins, man. The journey, so I say that, you know, we keep pushing forward, you know what I'm saying? We keep pushing forward, and we don't give up. That's the most important thing, you know what I'm saying? Skip Archie in the building, all the guys coming through. It'll be good to get the building back up again, where everybody's back up in the building again, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be good to get everybody back up in the building and push it through, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, G Northcote can come through, you know what I'm saying? G Northcote can come through and, you know, be dropping some big bombs again. Yeah, so big up to G Northcote. And all the other guys who drop big things. You know what I'm saying? So, big up, all the guys in the chat. So big up all the chat there, guys, at the Club Fellas Link. I had fun today. We had a good chit chat. I will be picking the ball up, so you'll be seeing some great live streams very soon, and I'll be doing some great live streams again. You know what I mean? This is only for the preliminary hearing. Watch out for this space and keep tuned to the next one. Big up yourself. Barry the Boss, signing.